you're going to be a firefighter, a mechanic, a train engineer, maybe you're going to be a cook, lots of different things. Think about that time where you were limitless, you knew no bounds, and the world wasn't kind of crushing in on you, telling you what you could and couldn't do. I want you to think about your own child right now, and maybe they haven't gotten there yet, maybe they're just getting there, or maybe they're kind of on the other side of this. And I want you to go back to that place when you thought about your child and you thought about what are the dreams for them. And these amazing things they started doing, just crawling and walking and talking was like, wow, look at what they're doing. And we all see those special gifts inside of our child and our children. And somewhere along the way, the world starts telling them to be self-conscious about something. Maybe something they're doing isn't quite good enough. I want you to kind of maybe go back in time and go to that place where they didn't even know about those things, and they're singing and dancing like nobody's watching. I think it's possible today to not change our child's story by the technology that exists today. And I feel obligated to share that with you. If you stick to the end, I'm going to tell you ways to do this for absolutely free. You can start working on it on your own. There's been a whole paradigm shift around the year 2000. What was that paradigm shift? That you can actually train the brain to get better. Now, some of us have lived through life and we figured out different ways to adapt, and that's our story. But what if our stories for our children don't have to change? What if there's ways to actually image what they're doing, their brain activity? We can do that. And what if there's ways to actually use that information in a brain-computer interface so they can actually train and get better? They can do that. And there's different modalities to do that. It's pretty amazing. And you can do it in the comfort of your home. You should just know about these opportunities, whatever the fit is for you. And so some people, they have different methodologies for doing this. I'm talking to the people that are the innovators, that believe in their child and the abilities still that can come out. And it's not too late for you, and it's not too late for them. Can you bring these things out? Can you see in your child, like, they can focus on video games for hours, or maybe a book that they love? What if you could spread that across the things that aren't so intrinsically interesting to them? You can do that. And how do I know this? Because I've done this with hundreds and hundreds of children that have come to see us. I've crossed the country and I've done tons of training with the experts in the field. And we spare no expense in the latest technology to make this happen for our clients. And there's different levels to do that depending on what you can afford and what your investment level can be. So I just want to reach out to everybody and let everybody know what's possible today in today's technology. We have actually supercomputers that we have on our desktop that 30 years ago wasn't even possible. The ability to actually sample the brain at over 1,000 times a second and compare it to a normative database. How do we even know if our child's brain is growing right now during the pandemic? We can actually look and see and compare it maybe to other 8-year-olds, for example, or 10-year-olds. How are they coming along in their ability to focus, plan, organize, abstract thinking? What does that look like? Is there any potential? We can see that, which makes it super exciting because we don't have to just settle for where they are. We don't have to use external types of things like medication and tutors and like constantly staying on top of them. Reminder, reminder, reminder. They can actually build this from within. I've seen it hundreds of times. It's amazing. Okay, so I promised at the end, I just want to keep this short. I want to send a quick message out to some of the amazing things we can do today. If you're interested, visit our website, send us an email. We'll send you a longer video. I've developed a whole video about this very thing. Send it to you. You can watch it if you want. But what can you do? So everybody's been like, oh, we're going to go on a trip, and I'm at work, and I got to finish all my work so I don't have to worry about it. The amazing productivity that you can get in that short amount of time. Maybe it's the last couple days before work, maybe before your vacation. Maybe it's that last week. What do? Your productivity's through the ceiling. And you see it when, I love it when it's like just before school starting. Like the families are all rushing to the door, all the things that get done in that amount of time. So that's what I'm gonna ask you to ask your child to do. So you have a timer. You can say, okay, for 5 minutes, I just want you to do your best work, not for the next half an hour. For 5 minutes, let's see what you can do. And then you can buy one of these little cube things. It's like a little timer, or on the internet, you can, on like Amazon, whatever, you can get like the time timer, and you can time it. And so maybe you do 5 minutes and you take a break. Try that today and see what happens. Just the 5 minutes. Maybe 5 minutes turns into 6 next time. Because you can actually train that deep work and train that depth of concentration. You know they can do it because they can do it on other things that they love. Maybe it's building Legos. Like, they're building Legos all day long. So think about those things that they can do and challenge them to do that on the things that aren't so intrinsically interesting to them. Maybe it's their math homework, or maybe it's their reading. Ready, set, go. Let's see what you can do. Just 5 minutes. Give me 5 minutes. Maybe give them a reward, some special time with you. They get to pick out a meal, whatever it is. Have fun with this. Have a great weekend, everybody.